Hello, my name is Clarissa Zamora, and this presentation is titled Advocating for Student Success, Lessons from the Classroom. This presentation highlights an interview with a fourth, fifth grade teacher and focuses on advocacy, student support, and leadership in education. The interviewee is Anthony Gutierrez, who is a fourth and fifth grade teacher at Sunkist Elementary School in La Puente, California. This interview took place on April 3rd, 2026, and focused on how he supports students both academically and emotionally. Roles and responsibilities. Mr. Gutierrez explained that his role goes beyond teaching academic content. He also supports students emotionally, communicates with families, and builds strong relationships to create a positive learning environment. His advocacy style. His advocacy style is student-centered and focuses on meeting individual student needs. He works to support students using available resources before escalating concerns and emphasizes building trust with his students. Data-driven decision-making. Mr. Gutierrez uses classwork, assessments, and observations to guide his decisions. He also recognizes that data does not always show the full picture, so he considers students' emotional well-being and personal circumstances. Supporting student growth. To support student growth, he provides small group and one-on-one instruction. He also encourages participation and uses social emotional learning tools such as Thrively, along with regular emotional check-ins. An example that I can give is for emotional regular check-ins is there is an app that he uses on the students' computers where he has them record themselves and then actually have the students talk about their emotions, and he has the students watch back the videos, which helps them understand how they are feeling emotionally and deeply, and they are willing to be more open about their feelings towards their teacher as well as their instructional assistant as myself. And they look for help to either the counselor or the principal if the situation is in a very high end of needing that big support. Assessment and adjustment. He measures success through student growth, participation, and increased confidence. If a student is struggling, he adjusts instruction and provides targeted support to better meet their needs. An example that he has given me and another that I have actually observed in his classroom is when students are actually struggling with the subject or with the problem, he will seclude them into a specific group table towards the back of the classroom where there is a whiteboard, and he will um, explain thoroughly and obviously more deeply for them to be able to comprehend and really understand the problem or work that they are working on. And he has a student, I mean, a instructional assistant, watch and direct the classroom. Meanwhile, he does that just to make sure that all of his students are able to be able to understand the curriculum. And then as well, he also lets all parents know of any struggles so they can receive more help at home. Advocacy in action. One example he shared was supporting a student who experienced a personal loss twice. He helped connect the student to resources, maintained communication, and provided support, which resulted in a positive outcome for the student. So there was a student where when he was back at Los Angeles Unified School District, she actually lost her mom at the age of a year and a half. And a couple of years later, when she was in elementary school, she actually also lost her father. And through all that, she went through a lot of emotional, social uh, issues. And when he left the district, and at the same time when the student moved in with closer relatives, he was able to provide the resources that she was using at her previous school to her new school that she was attending so she could continue using those resources that were helping her cope with all of the emotions she was going through her time of loss. And he actually reached out to um the principal and let them know about the things that she was going through so they wouldn't just assume that she was a bad student. And now looking into the future, looking at it to the now, she is actually doing so well and she's learned so much about herself and she's learned how to cope with her emotions. And now she is actually going to be graduating next year from high school and is looking into proceeding a very well career and maintains communication with Mr. Gutierrez as a way to thank him for all of his support throughout the years. Some key takeaways that I took from this interview include the importance of building relationships, supporting student mental health, and working as a team. It also highlighted that while not every student need can be met, providing support still makes a meaningful difference. My advocacy connection. This interview connects to my own beliefs about education, especially as how I am one of his instructional aides in his classroom. I value supporting student mental health, creating safe and inclusive environments, building relationships, and collaborating with staff and families. As his instructional assistant, I have been able to look up to him as a mentor, as I myself also want to become a teacher. And it's been a great experience to see how well he really supports his students academically and emotionally and socially. And his classroom always has a very well welcoming environment. His morning greetings, his morning meetings with the students, everything that he does really does make a difference in how the students react to certain situations that happen on campus, especially when it comes to like little friend groups. And it's really amazing to see how well he connects with the students and how the students really trust him with their emotions. And it's just really rewarding to see that from being an EMT, he is now a teacher that so many students look to and um, rely on him to make learning a fun thing to do. So I hope in the future, when I become a teacher, I bring that welcoming environment to my own classroom, and that I am hoping to also bring all that support emotionally, academically, and socially for my students in the future. My references, of course, are Gutierrez, Anthony, and um, the personal communication that took place was April 3rd, 2026. Thank you for listening to my presentation.